Hello? Perfect, you can hear. All right, it's almost time for kickoff. I don't know if I had enough time practicing names. This is so annoying. Berkey, Palvara, Baumgartel, Orozco, Volum, Edelman, Matan, Totlin, Ostrock, Betcher, Songbin. I think I got them all down. Okay, I want to turn on a light around me. So the Dynamo have benched Guilherme. I see it's because of rest. We've played a lot of games in a row. I wish he was playing in this one, and like I think the Galaxy is the game where he scored the winner. We got our first start for Marcelo Sarachi. It's big for us. He played well in his appearance against Vancouver on Wednesday. We're almost about to kick off here in, or well, here is not right because it's not here. They're in St. Louis, Missouri, but we're about to kick off in Missouri. All right, I'm just waiting. Showing ads currently. Almost ready. Like 1 minute, right? Okay, like it's 38, so like I'm gonna be a little bit later, so I'm gonna miss. So it's gonna be like around 8:40, or I mean 7:40. I mean. In other news, Sporting Kansas City just traded their only player that wants to play for them. Dejan Jovlich doesn't even want to play for them. I mean, he's the only one that wants to play for them on the field. He wants trophies, and he's going to Seattle Sounders, which that's a really good move for them, especially since Smetzer really needs players for his team. What is this? Why am I seeing that? That just gave me a headache. Ugh. You cannot be serious right now. Win probability. St. Louis has 40. Hold on, what? Should be good, right? Yeah. 46.1% for St. Louis, 27.1 for the Dynamo, and 26.8 for a draw. I'm really surprised on that. I feel like we should be having a bit higher odds here. Alexis De Silva's our referee. Jeffrey Greason, Matthew Nelson, and Joe Sergen. Why? You cannot be serious. That should be right. All right. Bond in goal. Anali and Sarachi as fullbacks. Halter and Resch as center backs. Artur and Samaseku as CDMs. Bozot in the camp. Bogush and McGlynn on the wings. And McGuire up at striker. And we are underway with the PSG kickoff from St. Louis all the way into our corner. That kickoff was by, I think, Alexander Matan. And Ollie, they went to Anali's side. Of course they did. And Ollie, Duncan McGuire, and he gets it to Sarachi. Sarachi to Bogush. Bogusz with 3 men ahead of him. Bozai. Cutting in. And it's a foul against, I think that was Alexander Matan, right? 23 is Matan, 24 is Edelman. 77 Songbin, 11 Betcher, 7 Ostrak, 14 Totland, 6 Volum, 99 Roscoe, 32 Baumgartel, 21 Palvara, and 1 Berkey. Captains are Roman Berkey and Artur. Jack McGlynn to take the free kick on his left foot. The incredible left foot. Whipped in, header, and was that saved? No, apparently it glanced wide. And there was a header there from, I think that's Halter. Yeah, or no, that's Vollum. That's a corner. Rush, can he win it back there? Yes, he can. No, they give it right back to St. Louis. And here's Songbin taking on Sarachi. Passes it up to Betcher. Betcher crosses. And that should be a goal kick. What's the call? It's a goal kick for the Houston Dynamo. Halter playing left center back, Rush playing right center back for now. That may not stay that way. Halter to Bond. Bond clears it. I saw that a lot today, that we would just give it away. And here is Matan, I think. No, that was Ostrak. Here's Baumgartel. And Vala. And here's Baumgartel. I'm going to have a little bit of hard time here for St. Louis. Matan. Orozco. Baumgartel. Matan. No, it's Ostrak. Orozco. Who's that there? Baumgartel switches it. Can he find Totland? Does find him in the very corner. Totland dribbling back. Finds Edelman. He's been a key player for them this season. Matan to Palvara. Here is... That's Matan, actually. So who's that? 6. That's Vollum, gotta be. Goes off Jack for a throw-in for St. Louis. Palvara. Baumgartel. And I think that was Vollum to Palvara and to Matan. To Totland. Cross comes in. It's followed perfectly. It's blocked by Samaseku. Vollum. Edelman. Is this Betcher? This is Betcher. Totland. And here's Palvara. Ton. And Edelman. Orozco. Vollum, I think. No, I don't know who that was. That might have been Songbin. Ostrak, and it goes off of Samaseku, who tackles it out for... Does he win a goal kick? I think he wins a goal kick. Samaseku putting his foot up is crazy to block that. That was so cool. Johan Dammit, the head coach of St. Louis City SC, one of the youngest coaches in the league, at 36 years old. Here's McGuire. Mateus Bogusz goes back to Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn to McGuire, tries to play an ollie in, but it doesn't go that way. Here's Edelman. Goes back to Baumgartel. Here is Matan. looking for options, and they cut all the space. It goes back to Orozco. We're giving them a lot of the ball. Right back. That's Vollem, I think. That might be Ostrak. I don't know. Here is Baumgartel. Playing it over the top, looking for, I think that's Song Bin. Srirachi heads it, and it's out for a throw into St. Louis. I would like some possession, Dynamo. I know we're not focused on playing in possession. Vollem. Orozco. Here is Palvara. Orozco. And here is Vollem. Songbin. Vollem. Matan. And Songbin. Shot by Ostrak. It's blocked and it's cleared and back into the box. Resch heads it away. Orozco. And there's a foul against Orozco. Free kick to the Houston Dynamo. That commentary is so fast. Is this going to be like the Vancouver game? Come on, hold some possession, Dynamo. And they're now showing head coach Ben Olsen. He has done a wonderful job with this team. He's like probably the second best coach we've ever had. Only behind probably the greatest MLS coach of all time, Dominic Kinnear. Or the second one, behind Seiji Schmidt. Artur. Bond. Artur. Srirachi. Bogush. And that's not great. Here's Baumgartel. They win it back pretty much immediately after we get some possession. Edelman. Here's Baumgartel. Orozco. Baumgartel. And Vollem. Goes back to Orozco. Palvara. They're sitting really deep for where our press is. Baumgartel. Dribbling forward is it. Getting passed by McGuire. Orozco. Edelman. Vollem. Orozco. They're still sitting deep. Switches it to Totland. Totland going inside. Taking on an ollie now. And Halter wins it. I mean, Bogush. That's got to be a foul. Edelman. How is that not a foul? Matan. Totland. Palvara. Edelman. Vollem. To Songbin. Vollem. Vollem cutting in. Multiple options. It's cut out by Halter. Samaseku. Bogush goes down. Free kick for the Houston Dynamo. Artur to take the free kick. To Samaseku. Back to Artur. To Jonathan Bond. Go to Jack. Still with Bond. Look forward, Bond. You've had the ball for like the last 13 seconds. Artur. Srirachi. And it's intercepted, but it goes back to Bozat. Artur. Bond. Samsiku, it goes through him to Artur. McGlynn. McGuire. McGlynn. McGuire, can he get there? He can. McGuire. Goes back. Here's Jack McGlynn. An ollie. The ball falls for McGlynn, but an ollie. An ollie to Jack. Jack crosses it in. Far post. Bogush just wide. Ooh, I love these retro kits so much. They look so cool. And Ollie goes back to Jack here. Jack whips in across on his left foot, finds Bogusz. Bogusz heads it just wide of the post. Roman Berkey clears it. Totland is in behind here. Lobs it to Betcher. Or that's Ostrak. Ostrak forced to go back to Orozco. Edelman. And here is Palvara. Volum, who's kind of playing like a really smart, like kind of like 6 right wing back. Orozco. Baumgartel. Switches it to Totland. And it's out for a goal kick. And Ollie shields it out. This game, this has mostly been St. Louis in possession. Obviously, we knew this was going to happen. We knew St. Louis was going to be the ones in possession. We knew that we kind of wanted to sit back. We wanted them to have the ball, but we wanted them to make mistakes with the ball. And they've given us a couple of options we haven't been able to capitalize yet. Why? Did Bond just get forced to clear it out for a throw-in? What just happened? Are we doing a long throw-in? Rush clears it after Artur gets a touch off the throw-in. Artur. McGuire clears it. Totland. Jack. McGuire. Can Jack get a touch? No, he can't. Totland. Matan to Polvara. I mean. Baumgartel to Polvara, or to Matan, I mean. Matan. Struggling to find space to play the ball with. Orozco. Baumgartel. Polvara. I see Ben Olsen talking to the fourth official. That's probably not a good thing this early. Artur wins it back for the Dynamo, and we are in possession now. Halter gives it away, trying to find Srirachi. Intercepted by Halter. That is so lucky. Samaseku to Anali. We just got so lucky. Jack McGlynn. Back to Jonathan Bond. Bond clears it. Finds Jack McGlynn, luckily. Samaseku. Srirachi with a lot of space to run. He will go to Bogusz. Bogusz, go back. Bogusz at the edge of the box. Shoots it. Oh, it hits the crossbar. Bozat wins it back. Artur. Jack McGlynn. Lawrence and Ollie. And Ollie crosses it in. It's cleared by Baumgartel. Totland. And they're going to run away with it. The clearance. Resch heads it to Halter. Dynamo trying to stay in possession. Halter to Artur. The captain, Artur, holding the ball in between the center backs, looking for ways through looking through for line breaking passes. Here's Resch and Ollie. McGlynn. It falls right back to him. He goes down. Resch has it though. What? Oh, he goes backwards and gives it to Srirachi. Srirachi lines up a shot and it goes wide. Bogusz has had both of our best 2 shots, and I thought Srirachi might have a good shot there, but he pulls the trigger too low and too wide. So here's the Bogusz shot from outside the box, just a little deeper, and that's a goal. I don't think there's much Berkey can do about that. Baumgartel. Who's 21? I don't remember, honestly. Here's an Ollie. Won it back. Artur goes back to Samaseku, struggling on the ground, struggling to keep it here. He gives it to Jack McGlynn. Jack to an Ollie. And Ollie forced to take it backwards. Lawrence and Ollie. Going back to Augustine Resch. Playing it over the top, looking for Bogusz. It's headed backwards. Can Bogusz get there? Why are you not chasing it down? Berkey. Girdle. Matan. Girdle. Palvara. Girdle. Ostrak to Orozco. I've used Orozco's name a lot today, I feel like. Orozco back from Ostrak. Orozco to Baumgarty. Or Baumgartl. Palvara. Orozco. For options, no press from the Dynamo. Bogusz steps forward a bit, and Edelman and Volum. Orozco. Baumgartl. Matan. Baumgartl. Looking. Rolls it to Palvara. Baumgartl. And they have a bounce pass to Edelman. Edelman's going to shoot. And it's going to go wide. I would really like a goal for the Dynamo. Edelman just has too much space. Edelman, it's just wide to the left by a lot. Kind of sucks. It kind of sucks for them, but for us, it's pretty good. I like that. Baumgartl, Edelman, Orozco, and Volum in possession on the right. Here's Orozco again. Palvara. So Edvard Leuven leaving St. Louis. Baumgartl. He's apparently going to San Jose Earthquakes, which I'm not happy about making them better, but Bozat brings down, I think that's Volum. It's hard to tell the difference between players on St. Louis. Alexis De Silva's our referee is talking to Augustin Buzat. Here is Palvara in possession for St. Louis. Baumgartl. Orozco. They're going backwards, and now they're going forward here to Songbin. Songbin. Is it? And Dynamo get a throw in around the halfway line. Let's hold some possession, guys. We don't need to be counterattacking all day. Bogusz has a shot that he just heads wide, and then he has a shot he pulls to the edge of the box, and then he places it just on the crossbar. It's so unlucky. Sorachi. Teresh. And Ollie loses out, but Resch is smart and gets it backwards. Goes back to Bond. Bond getting pressed. Bond having to clear. Clears it away. And Totlin. I don't like how they're getting possession so easily from us. Palvara. Baumgartl. Palvara. Baumgartl. To Orozco. Looking and plays a line breaking pass. And Resch pulls down the guy he's marking, meaning that's a foul. Free kick, not super deep. He came forward to try and win that. Betcher goes down. He was on Betcher. Makes sense. Betcher came really deep. Here's Orozco. Lays this to Polvara. Polvara. Edelman. Polvara. Baumgartel. To Orozco. Baumgartel. Polvara. And here's Edelman running in a live space. Here's Totland. Polvara. Baumgartel waiting for them to do something. Goes back to it. Goes to Matan on the left. Betcher. Matan. Matan tries to lob it into the box. It's deflected. Bozak gets a clearance. This is only going to be chased down though. Berkey will get to it. Polvara. If we can win this back, he's off his line by a lot. Polvara. To Matan. Matan. Taking on Jack McGlynn. Baumgartel. Polvara. Matan. Edelman. Totland. Back to Polvara. Saying his name a lot. Baumgartel. Here is Edelman. Seems very important for them. Edelman, Polvara, Berkey. With their goalkeeper Berkey, they've forced all the way back. Baumgartel. To Vollum. And Matan. A lot of space for St. Louis. Totland. Taking on an ollie here. Totland. Lays it off to Vollum. Vollum tries to put it in the box. But Betcher! And it's 1-0 for the St. Louis City. That's unfortunate. So here's the thing. Samaseku, what the heck? Come on. You gotta be doing better there. You're literally his man. Like, the guy you're supposed to be on. McGuire here is Resch going back to the keeper Bond. We need a goal. 25 minutes in. We need a goal more than ever in this game. Resch goes down, and it's a free kick for the Houston Dynamo. How did Vancouver's not score on us, but we score? But But St. Louis can score on us. I'm so confused on that. Artur switches it. Headed by St. Louis. Can Srirachi get there? Srirachi does. Off Sung Bin and goal kick to the Dynamo. It's about getting goals now for the Dynamo. Let's play a bit more in possession. Trying something new for this. Bond to Halter. Halter clears it. Headed by Baumgartel. McGlynn and Ollie tries to backheel it, but it finds Edelman of St. Louis. Vollum. Samaseku, you're having a bad game. We need Hector Herrera. Hector Herrera and Guilherme. Oh, Bogusz. Artur. Sriracha. And it's given away. Here's Sung Bin. 3v3. Oshar tries to get it. Betcher. Bogusz. Sriracha. Sriracha. Baumgartel. Bogusz. That's a yellow card for Matan, as Duncan McGuire is pulled down while running. Matan getting a yellow card. I haven't actually heard this name a lot recently. I feel like he's like back in the league. Is that true? McGlynn over the free kick. Bozad in the box now. Free kick. Headed by Resch. Up and Halter. Offside flag goes up on Augustin Resch. Samaseku being... You guys can give a comeback. Haven't enjoyed watching Dynamo like this since Albert Elise playing for us. I agree. Yeah, we really need a comeback pretty badly. Berkey to Baumgartel. Why is our press like non-existent? Is McGlynn slightly pressing? Now he's pressing Berkey. Berkey going long. Sriracha misses it, and we're a little bit more in trouble now. Sung Bin cuts in, shoots, and what was that? Way wide and over the bar, too. First time in a long time. I've had someone in the chat say. What's happening? An ollie. Bozat. His shot is blocked. Ostrak's gonna get there, and we'll clear it. Sriracha. Samaseku. Artur. To Jack McGlynn. Artur. Ooh, had Ostrak on the ground. Samaseku. Sriracha, and he gives it away. Matan. Halter. Artur. To Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn. To Lawrence and Ollie. To Artur. Jack McGlynn. Crosses it in. Looking for Bogusz at the far post. It's diving headed away. Samaseku. Lawrence and Ollie. The edge of the box on the left side. Artur's shot. It's blocked. Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn curls it. And I think that's a save. Yeah, by Berkey. That was going in. Ooh, I just realized. You could not be more annoying than that. I mean, you can, but you're so annoying when you do that. Jack McGlynn's shot, that's curling in, too, until Berkey just gets a hand to it and pushes it wide. Yeah, that's going in. That was so close. Corner for the Houston Dynamo. 31st minute. Jack McGlynn to take it on his left foot. Our corners haven't been great in the last few years. McGlynn's corner. Header by Resch. What a save. Sriracha. Blocked. Bogusz. Jack McGlynn. Right-footed cross. It's there. Artur lobs it up. Srirachi's header. How is that a foul? It's like they're running into each other. Berkey has just stopped 2 goals in a row off a corner. Resh's header, and and then there was a block there that I think that was going in. If Srirachi is able to. Duncan McGuire, if he got that rebound, I think that's 1-0 or 1-1. I mean, Roscoe, Baumgartel, backing up, goes to Palvara. I just forgot names for a second. Yikes. Resch and Betcher both go down injured. Is Resch getting sent off here? Samseku step back. Should be only Artur. Oh, that's a dive. That's a dive. That's a dive on Betcher. Come on, man. You barely even got touched. Showing you on Dummett, the coach of St. Louis. Here is Artur now. Jack McGlynn on the right. Is he going to win them a corner? No, he's not. Very close to it, though. Pulvara clears it. Resch. Samaseku. Srirachi. Dynamo in a lot of possession now. Mateus Bogusz. Cutting in. Crosses it. Srirachi. Samaseku. We have an injury again. And it's a Roscoe. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. I think he's fine. I think the wind just got knocked out of him. Would hope for a second goal right before. Actually, I'm gonna get some water. But right before halftime, or I mean, a Dynamo goal would be nice before halftime. Specifically, a Dynamo goal, but hopefully like Duncan McGuire. Taking him to the sidelines. Here's what happens here: Berkey to Baumgartel, to Vollum, Vollum to Matana. Is this the goal? Is this the goal? If this is the goal, I'm gonna be so mad. Patan, Totland. I think it is. I think it's the goal. It is. Vollum. Yep. It's the goal. Here's Resch on the ball to Jack McGlynn, to Lucas Halter, Mateus Bogusz, cutting in, shoots it, and it's blocked and it's cleared. Artur, Srirachi, Bozai, Srirachi to Artur, Resch, Jack McGlynn, Resch, Srirachi, Duncan McGuire, Artur, Samaseku, Bozai, Artur, Duncan McGuire, Mateus Bogusz. Augustin Resch. Mateus Bogusz. Samaseku. Sarachi. Samaseku to Resch. Resch to Anali. To Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn curls this to Sarachi. Sarachi. And coming back, here's Bongard or Song Ben, and it goes off a Dynamo player now for throwing. Do not let them have possession. Don't let Vollum take his time. Juan Carrera is dropping his tablet. Here's Berkey to Polvara to Totland. Polvara goes back to the keeper, Berkey. Berkey's going to be forced to clear this away. He does. And Halter will be the only man there. Samaseku. Artur. Jack McGlynn. Resch. To Anali. Bozat. Artur on the right. Bozat. Crosses it to Bogusz. Sarachi way over the bar on the volley. Oh, that sucks. That could have been 1-1 for the Uruguayan defender, our newest signing. We really need a striker so badly. Bozat to with the ball there was cool. Bozat and Artur working really well together. Bogusz's shot blocked, and then okay, here's a corner. I didn't realize it was a corner. Jack McGlynn. This is our second corner. Huh? What just happened? Okay, that was a bit of an error. Bozak standing up now. Jack McGlynn to take the free kick. Or to take the corner kick, I'm sorry. 39th minute. Headed away. Out for a throw into the Dynamo. Sarachi to take. In his first ever start for the Dynamo. To Jack quickly. Jack, and back out for a throw in. Sarachi. Kicked out by Edelman. Sarachi. Shot by Bozat. Where is that going to roll? That's going to stay in play, and it's going to be a throw-in. Bozat getting hit, right? I think after the shot. That was so smart from Duncan McGuire, and Bozat gets hit right after his shot, or his, like, whatever he was trying to do there. Samaseku, 3 players go for it. Anali. Girdle. Samaseku. Jack McGlynn. Lawrence Anali. Jack McGlynn. To Augustin Resch. Jack McGlynn. Lawrence Anali. Anali still. Jack McGlynn. Captain Artur. Mati Bogusz. Bogusz. Artur. Jack McGlynn. Crosses it in. It's not good at all. It's a goal kick for the St. Louis. We've been able to do some things to like put them on like skates. Like they don't look as comfortable as they did like 10 minutes ago, but we still haven't really found the key to beating Berkey. We're kind of like needing something kind of like a how do I explain? Like we need like a finisher. And you know who's on the bench? Guilherme. Hector Herrera's on the bench. Negri, who finished like our last goal you've scored. Guilherme should be coming on at halftime. Totland. Header by Artur. Anali. Resh. Halter. Resh. Bond. Careful. Goes down, and that should be a yellow card for Song Bin. So Bond, he goes, ooh! That looked worse now. Hold on. Is this a red? Yeah, this is a red. Song Bin just murders Bond with 2 legs. Trying to figure out if Bond is okay. I think so. This should be a red though. Samaseku. Halter. Samaseku. McGuire. Samaseku. Free kick to the Houston Dynamo. Jack McGlynn. Resh. Bond. Halter. Sarachi. Goes back to Bond. Bond. To Halter. Sarachi. Duncan McGuire. Sarachi to Bozat. To Bogush. Bogush. To Anali. Jack McGlynn. Bozat. Artur. Shoots it. And way over the bar. If that dips down, that's 1-0 or 1-1. I mean, I'm sorry. I keep saying that. McGlynn. There's just no options in the box. Like Sarachi, Bogush. Bogush to Jack McGlynn. Artur. Lawrence and Ollie on the right. Jack McGlynn. Artur. Resh. Sarachi. Bogush. Bogush. And Ollie. Samaseku. Cleared. And right back to Berkey. Berkey rolls it out to Baumgartel. Polvara. Matan. And Anali brings him down, and that's going to be a yellow for him. Right before halftime, it's so disappointing to see how this has been going. Does he really trip him? Hold on. I mean, it looks like it until you see, like, there's no contact. 2 minutes of stoppage. Can we get something right before it? Right before the halftime? Roman Berkey to take the free kick. And it goes over everyone. Sarachi to take the throw in. Samaseku. Bozat. Sarachi over the top looking for Duncan McGuire. Can Duncan McGuire get there? No, he can't. Totland. And Duncan McGuire fouls him. Dynamo taking 13 shots to 5 from St. Louis. Baumgartel. Can we get something before halftime? Orozco. Oh, and they're lucky to get out of that. Edelman. Totland. Switches it. And Betcher. Samaseku. Bogusz here. Has to spin out of it. Bogusz. To Jack McGlynn. To Lawrence and Ollie. Options in the box. Lawrence and Ollie. To the byline. And he just lobs it into a goal kick. And that should be halftime. I will set up the... Yep, halftime. We are back. Second half's about to be underway. Gotta fix this real quick. No, not this. I don't see any subs. We know we need to go low, so it won't be too long. And Duncan McGuire gets us underway to Jack McGlynn. To Sriracha. Or that's Andrade. Maybe Samaseku. Halter. Welcome back from injury, Felipe Andrade. Resh. Artur. Jack McGlynn back to the keeper, Jonathan Bond. Bond, and it's given away. Matan here. Numbers for St. Louis is more than us. As a Matan, still Matan, blocked off Samaseku. Yellow? That's gold. Whoever said that was yellow, no. That's gold. Artur. McGlynn. Resh. And Ollie. Artur. Bogush. 3v5 here. Bogush. Cutting back. Laying it off to Andrade. Bogush. McGlynn. McGlynn to Andrade. McGlynn. Tomaseku. Bozai. Lucas Halter. Bozai. Bogush. There's a foul here somewhere. I don't know who's it against. All right, so there's a free kick here. Someone. If this is the Houston Dynamo, this is prime Jack McGlynn position. Like kill him, Jack. I just got a text from a friend. And Bogush pushes him down. Baumgartel. Orozco. Baumgartel. Vollem. Orozco. Baumgartel. Resh. Artur. Samaseku. Bozai. Resh. That's Andrade. Bogush. Andrade. Halter. Samaseku. Halter. Bond. Resch. Looking for Duncan McGuire. Caught by Berkey. But if that dips just a second earlier, I think that's 1-1. And here's one girl. Orozco. Wallum. Songbin, are you serious, Halter? Oh. Linesman says no foul, and that this should go for the Dynamo. That's shoulder to shoulder. Edelman. Totlin has it top left. I'm kind of nervous here. They're going to go for a second one. Matan, or is this Edelman? Cross anyway. Spawn, keep it in. I think he does. Samaseku. Halter. Jack McGlynn. Switch it. Switch it. Good switch to McGuire to Artur. Here's Lawrence Anali. Jack McGlynn. Bond. And it's a free kick to the Dynamo. Gonna need a comeback here. Jack McGlynn goes back to Resch. To Artur. To Lucas Halter. Andrade. Halter. And it runs through the team. Matan. Samaseku touch. Bogush. McGuire. Here is Halter to Resch. Resch has been so impressive. Can Anali get there? Anali does. 3v4 here. Anali pulls it back. Baumgartel clears it. And here is Resch to Halter. Artur. Jack McGlynn to Anali. Resch. Halter. Andrade, and it goes out off Andrade. The ball wasn't perfect, and it will be a throw-in, and it will be taken. Here is Wallum. He's going to put it out for a corner, and it's a corner for the Houston Dynamo. Okay, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get my cord under. I haven't seen a chat in a long time. Do I have a chat? No, I don't. Jack McGlynn to take the corner on his left foot. Everyone says it's magical. Is it going to provide us a goal here? Jack McGlynn, his cross. What? The ball just falls down and it says, "Oh, it's a something for St. Louis." What happens there? I'm so confused. What? Baumgartel. And here is Totland. I just forgetting the name. Pulvara. Okay, here's Orozco. And Volum. That's shoulder to shoulder, ref. Ref, you've been so good with those today. And now you just don't call, and now you call that? Yeah, that's shoulder to shoulder. Baumgartel. Orozco. They played in behind. Here's Song Bin. Song Bin taking on Andrade. Beats Andrade very well. And oh, it's to the edge of the box. Ostrak. Totland here. Matan and Pulvara. In trouble. Shoots. It's a good save by Jonathan Bond. And get up and clear this. Keep some possession, Dynamo. You need the ball. You need the ball right now to score. So, Andrade, what is going on with you here? This falls perfectly. Duncan McGuire and Samaseku do, and Artur kind of help out. And they win it back. Here's Edelman. Matan. Polvara. And here is Totland. One back by Boza. Tartor. Boza. Finds Andrade. Aliu and Herrera. Bogush. Where is Guilherme? Foul against St. Louis. I can't believe we haven't subbed on Guilherme yet. Herrera in for Samaseku. I do like the sub. I think this gives us a bit more health in possession. Samaseku hasn't really shown too much as kind of at fault for the goal. Duncan McGuire off. Aliu in, I guess that's Bogush, the striker. Aliu on the left wing. Here, Bogush in the 9 with the ball. Can Anali get there? Anali pulls it back. Cleared. And cleared again. And it's 2v2. Song Bin. Good tackle by Halter. To throw in for St. Louis. This goes perfectly. And he just pulls it back until Matan gets a touch just to get it to, I think that's Totland. No, that is... Who's 32? I didn't know they had a 32. And that should be a foul. But it's not. Baumgartel. Oh, it's Baumgartel. Polvara. What? Did two players just get a yellow card? Bogush and Boza. For what did they just poke? St. Louis making subs. I can't believe Bogush got a yellow card. For what did he just get a yellow card for? Like, argument? Like, you're in play. Come on. That was the stupidest yellow card I've ever seen. And Bozak gets one too. Bozak literally gets pushed down. It was ref. You were doing so well until the second half. What was that noise? Okay, that's fine. Berkey to Orozco. Hector Herrera's touch. It falls right back for St. Louis. Aliu tries to get a touch at Volum, and it falls right back for a throw-in for St. Louis. It's annoying how they fall perfectly. Volum to Orozco. Back to the keeper, Berkey. Getting pressed by Bozak. Ball goes over the top. Halter. And here is... Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Oshak, there's no way that was still in. That was not in. Totland. Matan. Ostrak. Totland. Ostrak. Gardel. Berkey. Orozco in trouble. Hector Herrera. Jack McGlynn. Mateus Bogusz. Ref! This is so terrible. I need Guilherme in now. I've never hated a ref so much in the moment. He went from so good in the first half. I was like, he's making all the right decisions until this second half, where he's getting a bit washed. Berkey and now Betcher is free, a lot of space. That was Ostrak, sorry. Song Bin, Ostrak, Volum to Song Bin to Volum. Come on, shoot Volum. Shoot from there. Edelman, Orozco, Song Bin, Orozco, Song Bin. We're to go back to Orozco again. And here's Edelman. Matan. Forced to go back to Edelman. Orozco. Song Bin. And they have a lot of space. Here's Volum. Taking on Andrade. Beating him. Laying it off to Song Bin. The cross. It's headed by them. And Anali. It's Resh. And Jack clears it. Good save by Bond there on the net cam. A sub comes in. Who is that? Holtz. Holtz in. He's number 19 for St. Louis. And one back by Halter. And it's a free kick for the Dynamo. He just pulled out his book which has his red card in it, which scared me a lot. Betcher gets a yellow. That's a good call. Back to good calls. Hopefully we can get a goal. Halter. And it was Artur. Halter. Herrera. To Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn plays it over the top, trying to find Aliu. Can Aliu get there? Totland. Halter. Back to Bond. To Halter. Just rolling it forward a bit. Artur. Halter. Bozat. Their press looks pretty good. Artur. 2 players at Bond. Halter. Andrade. Aliu. Artur. Bozat. Can Andrade get there? Baumgartel does. Vollum heads it. Hector Herrera. Bozat. Resch. And here's Jack McGlynn. Hector Herrera. Artur. Andrade. Halter. Artur. Halter. Herrera. Artur. Andrade. Artur. Hector Herrera. Artur. Bogusz. Resch. Artur. Hector Herrera. Artur. Resch. Bozat. Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn. Bogusz. Bogusz. Goal! It's 1-1. Let's go. Mateusz Bogusz has equalized it for the Houston Dynamo. What a ball from Jack McGlynn, and our strike and the new guy going into striker. We after subbing off Duncan McGuire, we put Bogusz in the 9, and Bogusz in the 9 gets his first goal. In the 9. He's had a couple goals for the Dynamo, but this is his first one in the 9. This is a clutch one. So it's 1-1 now. Big goal there. Very helpful. I'm so happy. Look at this ball from Jack McGlynn. Oh no, is he offside? Oh no. Jack plays that perfectly. Bogusz calm, cool, collected to put it in the back of the net. But is he onside? That's what's important here. Is he behind? Is he onside? That's what we need to know. Ref is still talking. Hopefully Totland keeps him on, because I think that's who we're looking for. And they're going to send him to VAR. They're going to send him to the monitor. As soon as we score, it's going to get called out, isn't it? I think Bogusz thinks it's offside. I think it's offside. But I can't really tell. I haven't seen the line. Can they get a line for him? Don't we have the semi-automated offside or onside or the technology? Oh, I guess MLS doesn't, but I feel like don't we have like the thing to make a line? Ref steps away from the monitor. What's the call? Does it count? No goal. Frick. As soon as we get a goal, it's called off. Perfect pass by Jack too. If only he's just a step backwards. Hold on, he looks onside there. Please send him back. Please send him back to the monitor. Halter. Andrade. Halter. I still have no idea what is Halter doing. And it's given away. Teresh. Jack McGlynn. Bozat. And he goes down. Holset gets a yellow. And this is looking a lot like the Vancouver game, honestly, except roles reverse. Looking like two subs coming in for St. Louis, McNaughton and... Okay, here's Bogusz. Hector Herrera. Artur. Andrade. Aliu. Aliu beats his man. Can he put the cross in? No, he can't. Andrade. Artur. Hector Herrera. Jack McGlynn. Lawrence and Ollie. A lot of space to cross. Cross comes in. Bogusz. Bogusz. How do you put that wide like that? Okay, so two subs for St. Louis. Sung Bin coming out for... Bro, I've had such a terrible day. I did not get any sleep. And then this is happening to me. 29 alt. Alton McNaughton. Frick. Not the time. I'm getting frustrated. Alton for Sung Bin, McNaughton in for Matan. Bumgardy or Bumgardle. Resh. Really? We were ready to go. We wanted the advantage. McGlynn. Resh. McGlynn. Forced to go back to Halter. We need a goal quickly. If we want a second. Bogusz. Baumgartel with a good tackle. They keep it alt. Herrera. Artur. Resh. Still having it. And Ollie. We're going to lose. They're in behind. Cross comes in. Can Andrade get there first? Andrade does. Clears it. But right to Vollum. We are a mess. We are a mess. Orozco. Vollum. Andrade. Clear, clear, clear. No, what is going on? Orozco. I don't even remember your name, the 21. Vollum. Hector Herrera. Andrade. 21. What's his name? Was like Pulvera? Polvara. Hector Herrera wins it back for the Dynamo. And we've given it away. Perfect. And Bond claims it. Halter. Bozat. Bond. To Halter. Bond. Jack McGlynn. And Ollie. In behind. Options low in the box. And Ollie. Pulls it back for Bogusz. Alley-oop. Goal! This one won't get called off. This one shouldn't. Hopefully, at least. An Ollie over the top. Alley-oop scores. This should count. This one should count. I'm so confident. I'm going to do that. Okay. What a goal from Alley-oop. Smashes it into the back of the net. Yeah, that's onside. That's going to count. No doubt about this one. Goal for the Houston Dynamo. It took forever, and it should have been earlier. But Alley-oop has pulled it back for the Houston Dynamo. The substitute. And it did indeed count. We are underway. Artur, can he get that? McNaughton. Orozco. Put out. Negri in full jersey. Andrade. Bozat. Bogusz. And it's a foul against the Houston Dynamo. Vollum. Herrera. Looking for Jack. Finds him. Jack is forced to go backwards, though. To an Ollie. To Jack McGlynn. Given away. Alt. And Polvara. McNaughton. To Berkey. To Orozco. And they're trying to find him in behind. Andrade with a last man challenge to put this out for a throw in. And they're still in play now. Polvara playing now in the CDM role. Baumgartel. Orozco. Vollum. Orozco. Vollum. Back to Orozco. I don't remember names. Hulse. That was Hulse. Long throw in, Vollum. Headed. Jack McGlynn. Goes down, wins a free kick for the Dynamo. Okay. How is that the best assist when Anali did what he did? Herrera to Resch. Herrera. Artur. Resch. We should be in the lead right now. Kind of disappointed we're not. Anali. Long throw to Halter. Andrade. Finds Aliu on the left. Aliu. Boza. Dynamo looking for a winner here. Artur. Resch. Anali. Jack McGlynn. Andrade. Aliu. Taking on Vollum. Aliu. Boza. And goes back to the keeper, who clears it. Halter. Gives it away. And it's a free kick, and that's so unlucky. Free kick to St. Louis, and a yellow card for Lucas Halter. Unlucky for Halter, but there's not much you can do there. Edelman had won it back. You shouldn't be trying to pass it to Artur there in the first place. I think you should be going back to the keeper. Or just like clearing it forward and hoping for the best. Okay, here's a free kick for St. Louis. Who stands over it? It's Holz. Holz is the only one over it. Lots of men inside the box. Andrade's header. Corner to St. Louis. Good job for them to shield it out. And they're going to take a corner here. Bond trying to set up his team. I think it's Holz again. I don't see him anywhere. Header saved by Bond. That was spilled, and he's able to pick it up again. Scary. Bond puts it down and kicks it away. They're showing a replay now, which is annoying. Betcher, I think he was offside. Resch. Need to be careful in possession, but we need to get a goal to win this. Artur. Jack McGlynn. Artur. Jack McGlynn. And Ollie. It's a miracle that stayed in. Artur. Bogush. Forced to go back with it. And Ollie. Jack McGlynn. Back heel to an Ollie. Cleared out and for a throw in. And Ollie. Resch. On the ball to Jack McGlynn. And it's going to find Roscoe. Hulse. And Alt. Totland. It's not looking good for the Dynamo. Can Bozak get there? No, he can't. Polvara. Orozco. And that was Hulse to Orozco. And Edelman. Getting pressed. Forced to go back. Where is the Guilherme sub? Negri? What? Of all things? Negri of all things. Or of all players, I guess would be the correct phrase. Hulse. Aliu. Herrera gives it away on a back heel. Alt. Totland. No one's marking the edge of the box. Oh, and it's going to fall and it's 2-1. Bro. Polvara scored it. Freaking hate him. He's been good all game. Come on, please, Dynamo. Andrade. Resh. Artur. Please sub in Guilherme. Herrera. Halter. Negri. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Negri. Aliu. Artur. Bogush. Andrade. Trying to attack. McGlynn. Anali came out for Negri. Andrade. Herrera. Jack McGlynn. Whips his cross in. Far post and it's a corner. Can we get a last minute equalizer? Jack McGlynn takes the corner on his left. Headed away. But only as far as Anali's on. What? And who came off? Hector Herrera crosses it in. Jack's cross. Cleared. And it's a free kick. No, we wanted to play it quick. Jack McGlynn to take the free kick on his left foot. Hopefully trying to find an equalizer. Jack McGlynn, it's whipped in. It's not very good at all. And Ollie. And it hits the first man. Hector Herrera to Artur. And caught by Berkey. For some reason does a throw to Baumgartel. McNaughton. I still don't know what Guilherme is doing on the bench right now. Do they want to win? If they do, they wouldn't be doing this. Polvara, the goal scorer, to put St. Louis in the lead. Orozco, Vollum, Orozco, Polvara, Hulse. Bro, I'm sweating so bad. I just want to get out of this game. Perez is coming on. Orozco. Jack and the press from the Dynamo. Baumgartel goes along. Oh, and Betcher might be in, and Halter. Okay. Resch. Andrade. Or Resch. Halter. Resch. McGlynn. Bond. 7 minutes of stoppage. And it's Dwayne Holmes. What is our goal scorer that has been in 19 of our 29 goals doing on the bench? Jack McGlynn, and it's caught. Trying to find Bogusz. Pulse. Artur. Negri. And it's given away. I don't know what's going on in the slightest. Hulse. Negri. Artur. This whole goal starts from Herrera trying to be too flashy. It's terrible. We gotta stop. Why? It's like, ugh. Not only did Tottenham lose 3-0 today, and then the Dynamo loses 2-1. I can only be so mad. Resch goes down. That's a foul. Come on. Thank you. Negri in for Bozot, it was for Bozot earlier, by the way, which is an interesting sub. Negri. Aliu. Hector Herrera. Andrade. McGlynn. I think they had Holmes come in too. Artur. Andrade. Jack McGlynn. Dwayne Holmes. Felipe Andrade. I think it was Anali that came off. Bogusz. Artur. Holmes. Bogusz. Throw into the Dynamo. Take it quick. To Jack. To Bogusz. To Resch. Halter. 5 minutes to go. Resch. Bogusz. Herrera. Halter. Herrera. Resch. Jack. It's cleared. Resch. Herrera. Needing a late equalizer and stoppage. Halter. Artur. Jack McGlynn. Hector Herrera. Bogusz. Given away. Here's Resch. Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn! Oh, just wide. It really hit the post holding the goal together, not the post of the goal, but the post holding it together. Bond. Resh. I'm about to crash out. Andrade. Holmes. Andrade. Holmes. Please, I do not want to lose another game today. No, and they're in, and Halter is not doing a good enough job. And what a save by Bond. Artur. Hector Herrera. Negri, probably. Oh, no, it's Hector Herrera here in midfield. I see. What is going on here? Oh, my gosh. Resh, win it back. And we're in trouble because it's 2v1. And they sky it. Guys, we can't keep giving the ball away. We're trying to get an equalizer, remember. Something's like going on with my chin. I like getting like red spots all over it. I don't know. Holmes. Corner to the Houston Dynamo. Can whoever's in charge of taking this corner whip in a good... It's Jack. It'll be on his left. I think this is an in-swinger. It's like the way they face, right? Is in-swinger / out-swinger. So this should be an in-swinger. Bond in the mix. Goal kick. Sucks. We're going to lose this. Unless we can find a way to get a chance within 30 seconds. Halter. Kicks it. Artur. Holmes. Jack McGlynn. That's brutal. That should be a red. Yellow. Can Bond put this into the box? I think he's going to be taking this free kick. Please. Dynamo. I literally just had Tottenham lose. Jack McGlynn's going to take this from the halfway line. Tottenham gets a yellow for a tackle on McGlynn. Jonathan Bond in the area trying to pounce on a goal. McGlynn, short to Artur. McGlynn. Headed away. Only as far as Artur. McGlynn. It's in the box. Cleared away. Resh. To Bogusz. And it's a corner. This could be the last chance of the game. Please, Dynamo. No! Our unbeaten run comes to an end. And final, and I'm not doing a post-match reaction. I just don't have the feeling. I am literally gonna punch someone if someone mentions this. Like, why did